I think it's really important that we teach a true and representative history. This absolutely translates into how we interact when we're talking about race. My name's Eleshea, and this is the story of the Black curriculum with Dazed. Our organisation started with Lavinia Stennett. She's our CEO, and she went through the education system and noticed a huge lack of representation of Black people in capacities other than slavery. And so she decided in January of last year to start the Black curriculum and start this organisation that campaigns for and aims to teach Black history. The Black curriculum feeds into the larger movement because it points out education as a fundamental tool in beginning to have constructive conversations around race. Your school years are your most formative, and they really impact the way you see the society around you. I think the main overarching gaps in our history are the narrative our current curriculum teaches that Black people began in this country with slavery or with the Windrush generation, and that's absolutely not true. Black people have been in Britain since the Roman times. They've been, wealthy, inventors, scientists, sports people, musicians. We're teaching our young Black students that their history isn't valuable, or it just isn't there. There's a lot to be done in terms of empowering our young Black people with a sense of identity and a sense of belonging. What's felt the most different is that people are going further than performative activism. So an underlying narrative is that we should be striving to educate ourselves and educate the people around us. It's been really valuable for us to see people taking that step, and not just Black people as well, non-Black people reaching out, and especially teachers as well. That's been my personal highlight. We had our government response from the Department of Education, which basically stated that Black history was an option if teachers and schools chose to teach it. And whilst that was quite a disappointing response, it did highlight the power that schools and teachers have. So I think for anyone really wanting to push this, the best first step you can do is email your teacher. In terms of next steps, the Black curriculum has a hashtag that we use all the time, and it's called TBH365, Teach Black History 365 days a year. We feel like education is very non-controversial, and it's very accessible and valuable, this curriculum reform, to everyone, whether you're a parent, a student, a business. So just making sure that you're continuing the conversation past the movement. My words of encouragement would kind of be, I think there are no boundaries to what activism is. You don't necessarily have to be at marches and stuff like that. Like, there are little acts of activism that we can do all day. Don't feel like this mounting pressure to be a spokesperson. If you're a person of colour for BLM, or if you're a Black person, I think we have an absolute right to take ourselves away and to kind of take time for ourselves. And that would be my main kind of message of encouragement.